Our story begins on Jabim in the moment where Obi Wan Kenobi faces Darth Vader in battle. It is a brutal duel. Vader strikes with rage, Obi-Wan with desperation. The ground shakes with every blow. Obi-Wan regains his strength, the Force flowing through him. He overpowers Vader, shattering his defense, breaking the mask. Half of Anakin Skywalker's face is revealed. His voice modulator fails, and what comes out is no longer just Vader. It is Vader and Anakin together, broken, jagged, human. Obi-Wan senses it. The brother he lost is not completely gone. Anakin, he whispers. Vader snarls through the broken breath. That name means nothing. Anakin Skywalker is dead. I killed him. Obi-Wan steps closer, his voice sharp, heavy. No, you didn't. Padme believed in you. She said there's still good in you, and I believe it too. Vader's eyes burns. Lies. Obi-Wan doesn't stop. Your mother believed in you. She let you go because she knew you'd be more than a slave. Qui-Gon believed in you. I believed in you. You're not this machine. Anakin's grip falters. His hand shakes on the saber. I destroyed her. I killed her. I killed Padme. No, Obi-Wan says firmly. Palpatine lied to you. He showed you visions, twisted your fear, made you his weapon. Anakin's breathing breaks. His voice cracks. What have I done? I failed her. I failed my mother. I failed Qui-Gon. I failed you. I failed myself. His red blade dies. His knees buckle. His head lowers. Padme. I'm sorry. Obi-Wan reaches out his hand out. Let me help you. You don't have to do this alone. For a long moment, Anakin doesn't move. Then his bare hand rises. He takes Obi-Wan's. Obi-Wan pulls him to his feet. Anakin looks at his saber in his hand, then at Obi-Wan. A faint, broken smile crosses his face. Not again, he says, echoing Mustafar when Obi-Wan took his lightsaber. Obi-Wan almost laughs through tears. We have work to do, Anakin. They both take Obi-Wan's ship and head to Yavin. Soldiers run to meet them, blasters ready. They froze when they saw him. The scarred face, the mask, Vader, weapons raised, fear everywhere. Obi-Wan stepped forward. Hold your fire, he's with me. No, a rebel spat. That's Vader. Obi-Wan's voice was iron. Vader is dead. This is Anakin Skywalker, my brother. The rebels didn't lower their weapons. Anakin whispered to Obi-Wan, they're right to hate me. Obi-Wan said, then prove them wrong. In the command chamber, Bail Organa's hollow burned bright. His face was stone. You brought him here? Bail's voice cut like a blade. He slaughtered Jedi, children. My people saw him burn Alderaanian refugees alive. And you bring him here? Obi-Wan stood firm. I bring Anakin Skywalker, the man who can help us end the Empire. Bail shook his head. You expect trust? No, Obi-Wan said, not yet. But he will be held to account. First, we end the Empire. Bail's voice was cold. If you're wrong, you're finished. Obi-Wan didn't blink. If I'm wrong, it's already finished. Bail came later, in person. He didn't come alone. A medic and a protocol droid followed him, carrying equipment. They set a sealed container on the table. Inside was a new suit, sleeker, lighter. The chest unit smaller, with no cape, no towering armor. Vader cannot walk these halls, Bail said coldly. But you can't survive without support. This will keep you alive, less threatening, less a monster. Anakin stared at it. His hands twitched. The faint hiss of his broken respirator filled the silence. Bail stepped closer. His voice was firm, but not unkind. The droids can stabilize you, and I'd suggest full back-to treatment. Your body's endured enough torture. If you're serious about helping us, we need you whole. Anakin's eyes flicked to Obi-Wan, then back at Bail. For a moment, shame filled his face. Then he nodded once. The medics helped him onto his new frame. The hiss of breath was still there, but softer. The armor was stripped down to function only. Not Vader's shadow, not a warrior's terror, just survival. For the first time, Anakin Skywalker looked less like a machine and more like a scarred man trying to live again. Not long after, the rebels brought in the remains of a captured Imperial probe. It flickered on the console, broken but not dead. No one else could pull anything from it, so Anakin stepped forward. His hands moved with precision, entering codes only he could know. The hollow flared. A massive sphere of steel appeared, half-built, hanging in the void. The room froze. The Death Star, someone's whispered. Gasps rippled through the command center. Anakin's voice was flat, almost cold. It's real. A weapon to erase worlds. Palpatine is bleeding Jedi dry for Kyber to power it. The hollow shifted. Mines, ruins, shattered temples. The rebels muttered in shock. Obi-Wan's eyes fixed on Anakin, searching for signs of which man stood before him, Skywalker or Vader. The rebellion moved quickly. Within days, a small team departed for Jeddah. The shuttle descended through ash-filled skies. Below, the holy city lay broken, towers reduced to rubble, statues of Jedi split in half, lying in the dust. Anakin stood in the viewport, his eyes cracking. I did this. Obi-Wan's grip tightened on his arm. Then undo it. They landed near the mines. Inside, Kyber crystals pulsed on transports under heavy guard. Anakin approached the gate. He keyed in Imperial codes, and the doors hissed open. The rebels behind him whispered uneasily, watching the former Sith move with such ease through Imperial systems. Deep inside, the heat and dust pressed down on them. Anakin planted charges. His hands shook, but he kept going. Stormtroopers swarmed the tunnels. Blaster fire cracked through the dark. Anakin ignited his saber. He deflected bolts, shielding the rebels, but he never struck to kill. One soldier shouted at him, panicked. Why hold back? Anakin's voice was raw, almost a growl. Because I won't be that man again. The last charge armed, the team pulled back. The mines erupted in a deafening blast. Fire and stone swallowed the Kyber. They escaped into ruined streets. Smoke rose behind them. The city burning again. The young pilot who had once lowered her blaster first looked at Anakin, her voice unsteady. You saved me? Anakin shook his head. His eyes were hollow. It's not enough. Back on Yavin, victory did not last. Alarms screamed across the base. A shuttle descended fast into the hangar. The doors ripped open. A tall Inquisitor stepped out, blade spinning crimson. Her voice cut through the noise. Traitor, you'll crawl back to him. You always do. Anakin lit his saber. His voice was steady. Iron. I am Anakin Skywalker. Vader is dead. They clashed, red against red, the room flashing with every strike. Obi-Wan's blue blade joined the fight, cutting arcs beside his brothers. The Inquisitor pressed hard, her words as sharp as blade. They'll never forgive you. You'll always be his slave. Anakin faltered. Vision struck him. Padme's face, the temple burning, the fire on Mustafar, his breath hitched. The Inquisitor smiled cruelly. See, you're still in there. You're still his. Obi-Wan's voice cut through the storm. Anakin, you chose me. Choose again. You're free. You will always be free. Anakin roared, driving her back. With a furious strike, he disarmed her, blade hovering at her throat. His hands trembled. His breath rasped. He pulled back. I won't be your monster. The Inquisitor fled into the night. Silence hung heavy in the hangar. Bale stepped forward. His tone was cold, but it had shifted. You fought for us, but Palpatine will never stop until he has you. Anakin's eyes hardened. Then we stop him first. That night, a transmission flickered into Yavin's command center. Palpatine's voice hissed. Bring Skywalker to me, alive. The rebels looked at Anakin, his jaw clenched. He'll never stop. Then we take the fight to him. Bale's warning was sharp. Step into his reach and you'll fall again. Obi-Wan answered before Anakin could. Not if we go together. On Coruscant, the Senate Tower rose in the night sky, banners of the Empire casting shadows across the city world. Inside, Palpatine waited on his throne. He turned slowly as they entered, his smile spreading like a wound. So, my apprentice returns, and the fool who still believes in him. Anakin stepped forward. voice steady. I am no one's apprentice. Palpatine's eyes burned yellow.
Every death you caused was mine. You belong to me.
Anakin's hand shook at his saber. The weight of shame pressed on him like chains. Obi-Wan's voice cut through. No, he belongs to himself. Lightning exploded from Palpatine's fingers. Obi-Wan's blade snapped loose, cutting the storm aside. Anakin's red blade ignited, sparks hissing across marble. The Emperor struck fast, his saber clashed with theirs, red against blue, red against red. Marble cracked, statues collapsed. Palpatine laughed through it all.
Watch him, Kenobi. He'll strike you down again. It's who he is.
Anakin faltered, his vision filling with Mustafar, Padme dying, Obi-Wan broken. His breath shuddered. Obi-Wan's voice cut sharp. That was Vader, not you. Anakin roared, pressing Palpatine back. The Chosen One was becoming stronger. Palpatine's lightning surged again, hammering into Anakin's chest. Armor scorched, flesh burned. He screamed in pain, in agony. Obi-Wan rushed to block, but the torrent slammed them both to the stone. Palpatine's voice dripped with venom.
Die a slave to me, boy.
Anakin dropped to one knee. His body shook. I can't. Yes, you can, Obi-Wan shouted. You chose the light. You chose me. You chose Padme, Anakin. Anakin's face twisted in agony. He forced himself forward into the storm. His metal hand shot out and clammed Palpatine onto his wrist. A sickening snap as bone shattered under Durasteel. Palpatine shrieked. The lightning faltered. Anakin's grip tightened, his mechanical arm crushing harder. Sparks burned around them. His voice was a growl. You'll never own me again. The storm bent back. Palpatine's face warped, skin sagging, eyes wide with terror. His own lightning consumed him. His body collapsed in ruin. The throne stood empty. Smoke filled the chamber. Obi-Wan knelt beside Anakin, whose armor was scorched and torn. His breathing rasped, but his eyes were alive. Anakin gripped Obi-Wan's arm. His voice was weak, but steady. No more running. It's over. Obi-Wan's eyes shone. My brother, you did it. You did it. Anakin almost smiled. Yes, but not alone, Master, not alone. When word reached Yavin, the base erupted. Emperor Palpatine was dead. The rebels gathered in silence when Anakin entered the chamber. Their faces were hard, wary, but not the same as before. Bail stood forward. The galaxy may never forgive you, but today it breathes fresh and free because of you. Anakin's voice was low. I don't ask for forgiveness, only the chance to fight for it. The chamber stayed quiet, but no one raised a weapon. That night, Anakin stood at the hangar's edge. The stars stretched endless above. Obi-Wan joined him. This war isn't finished. The Empire won't vanish in a day, Anakin. Anakin nodded slowly. Then we will finish it together, just like old times. His face was scarred, tired, but calm. The shadow of Vader was gone. Anakin Skywalker had returned. Brother Obi-Wan once had was back. The Chosen One was back, and he was going to help the rebellion root out any Imperial remnants.